HarperCollins and Harper Audio present The Bookseller, a novel by Cynthia Swanson. Performed by Kathe Mazur.
Trust your happiness and the richness of your life at this moment. It is as true and as much yours as anything else that ever happened to you. Katharyn Ann Porter. Letters of Katharyn Ann Porter. Chapter 1. This is not my bedroom. Where am I? Gasping and pulling unfamiliar bed covers up to my chin, I strain to collect my senses, but no explanation for my whereabouts comes to mind. The last thing I remember, it was Wednesday evening, and I was painting my bedroom a bright, saturated yellow. Frieda, who had offered to help, was appraising my color choice. "Too much sunniness for a bedroom," she pronounced in that Miss Know-It-All tone of hers. "How will you ever sleep in on gloomy days with a room like this?" I dipped my brush into the paint can, carefully wiped off the excess, and climbed the stepladder. "That's entirely the point," I told Frieda. Leaning over, I began cutting along a tall, narrow window frame. Oughtn't I to remember what happened next? Oddly, I do not. I cannot recall spending the evening painting, then standing back to admire our work before we cleaned up. I have no memory of thanking Frieda for her help and bidding her goodbye. I don't remember going to sleep in the sun-colored room, the sharp smell of fresh paint filling my nostrils. But I must have done those things, because here I lie. And given that here is not my home, evidently I am still asleep. Nonetheless, this is not my typical sort of dream. My nighttime forays tend toward the fantastical, toward dreams that place one outside of conventional time and space. This, I have concluded, is because I read so much. Have you read Something Wicked This Way Comes? It just hit the stands this past June, but is anticipated to be one of the best-selling books of 1962. Ray Bradbury is splendidly readable. I press the novel on everyone who steps into Frieda's and my bookstore looking for something really gripping. It will haunt your dreams, I assure such customers. A self-fulfilling prophecy. The night before last, I dreamed I was stumbling behind Will Halloway and Jim Nightshade, the two young protagonists of Bradbury's book, as they were enticed by the middle-of-the-night arrival of the carnival in Greentown. I was trying to persuade them to proceed with caution, but they, being 13-year-old boys, simply ignored me. I remember how difficult it was to keep up with them, how I could not get my feet to operate correctly. Will and Jim moved farther away in the shadows, their shapes turning into dark dots, and then finally to nothing, and all I could do was blubber in frustration. So you see, I am not the type of woman who dreams about something as straightforward as waking up in another person's bedroom. This dream bedroom is quite a bit larger and swankier than my actual bedroom. The walls are sage green, nothing like the deep yellow I chose for home. The furniture is a matched set, sleek and modern. The bedspread is neatly folded at the foot of the bed. Soft, coordinating linens encase my body. It's delightful, in a too-put-together sort of way. I slide under the covers and shut my eyes. Surely, if I keep my eyes closed, soon I will find myself hunting whales in the South Pacific, dressed rather grubbily and swilling whiskey with the mateys on my ship. Or I'll be flying high over Las Vegas, the wind blowing my hair back against my face, my arms transformed into enormous wings. But nothing of the sort happens. Instead, I hear a man's voice. "Wake up, Katharyn, love. Wake up." I open my eyes and look into the deepest, bluest eyes I have ever seen.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?